What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Ed D from Mud Lake Outdoors. It's February 2nd tonight. I'm heading out tomorrow for one last go at some panfish. Our ice is disappearing fast. I've been out there a few times. The one day I hit them real hard, didn't have the camera with, but I'm going out tomorrow at the butt crack of dawn. We're staying close to home. As you guys know, here's mud. Here's Madison Lake. We're going right off the DNR access. We're going to head north, try and find like 15 to 12 feet, somewhere in there. Set up early, see if we can get on the crappies, and then try to shift gears as the sun comes up. Yeah, unless the crappies and sunnies are both fighting together where we're at, then we're going to ride her out. But if the crappies slow down, which is expected, we're going to make a shift, come up a little shallower, up into the East Bay here, and we're going to try and pick up those sunfish as the sun comes up. So we're going to see what we can do. I did pretty good a couple of times, like I said. Did all right by the Narrows one day at sundown. Went back to repeat it the next day. Couldn't do it. There was like 80 people there. The access was just full. But we're going to sneak out tomorrow. Going to head right around here. We'll see what happens. So stay tuned. Let's do this. Well, that was a fish showing some interest. Got the house set up. Luckily I didn't even have to drill any holes. I'm using some borrowed ones, so. Came out, looked around, found a spot I liked with some good marks. Now we're giving it a go. So I'm going to get everything else set up. We'll check in soon. Alright guys, let's do this. It's rah-rah time, Mud Lake. There we go. Okie dokie, little guy. There's the first one for the pail. Nice 9-incher. Rah-rah. We're going to throw you in. My big combo, I got an 1/8 ounce buckshot. Here I've got the 16th ounce forage spoon, a little smaller, the live minnow on it. Just trying to feel them out, figure out what they really want on the bobber. I got the Ken's Famous 32nd ounce, orange, just moon glow on there. So trying to figure out what they want. And we're going to go from there. It's kind of been a mix so far. I haven't really pinpointed anything. So. There we go. Jeepers. Okay, swam right up the hole. Another little guy. But we are marking some fish really shallow now, so that's a good sign. Those are usually really active fish. Marking some at 5 feet. Here he comes. That's a better fish. That's what we're after, Mud. That's what we're looking for. A nice suspended crappie. Ah. Look at that mud noise. There we go. Rawr. That is what we're after. Alright, that's a nice 11-incher. And throw him right in the pail. That fish was at 5 feet. Kind of covering our bases. Got our bobber down there next to the bottom, about 1.5 feet off. Working on them finicky fish that don't want to leave. And I'm using that 32nd ounce Ken's Famous Lures Moonglow. Got an orange on there. And then over here we're jigging 1/8 ounce buckshot, high vis white and orange. And I'm keeping that high, putting some action on it. Working up them bigger fish. Here we go. Here's one right now. I'm talking about, he's got a friend with him too. It ain't quite the size we're after, but rah mud. Rah. This minnow might be a little bit small for this buckshot. Oh, and then a fish comes out of nowhere. Should be active. Let's find out. He's at 5 feet. That's a better one. That is what we're talking about, mud. Full buckshot. Really performing today. Look at these fish. Rawr. Good one. Nice. I'd say late ice. Technically is late ice this year. It's only February 3rd, but it's 32 degrees this morning. We are getting after these big hungry crappies. That's what I'm talking about. Rawr. That's 3 in the pail. You guys see how I did that? I was real active with that fish. I dropped down, I picked it up to freaking change my minnow. That's what I was going to do. I was going to switch out minnows, and when I pulled it in, he come out of nowhere. So I threw that dead one right back on, got right back down to him. Sometimes that's all it takes is that movement, you know. Drop it down, pull it back up out of the hole, wait a minute, you'll see a mark come out of nowhere. What was that? He says. Oh, there's one down at the bottom looking at my bobber. Here we go. We might have something down there. A couple of fish down there. Not that those are necessarily the fish I'm interested in anyway. I'm looking for these higher up ones. I want those 5 to 6 footers. Sometimes even shallower. Those are the fish. They're going to be actively feeding, aggressively biting. You can usually get a good reaction out of them just by dancing it in their face a little bit. But either way you slice it, it's one of the last days I'm going to get to ice fish this year. We are out here. We are making it happen, you guys. Let's do this. It is rah. There we go. Mud Lake. You're going to be victim of circumstance. Things are slowing down. That gives me 4 in the pail. I'm sure we'll pull a couple more, but I just want to make. Probably got it. Yep. That's a dink. Just a mixed bag out here of sizes, not varieties. It's really a crapshoot though. You never know what size. This is a better fish. Right when you thought they stopped. big dogs on the bottom biting slow. I like it, yes. I thought it was a okay, I almost got away. Rawr, mud lake. There we go, this is a good fish, you guys. Yes. We're not committing super hard to the bobber this morning, so it's kind of tough to tell. Oh, come on. This one's just in there. Jeepers. That's what I'm talking about. Another rah-rah for the bucket. Still kind of mixed sizes. All the results coming off of this orange 32nd ounce Ken's famous. We're putting a full minnow on, getting it wet. That one absolutely slammed it. Look at that mud. Slammed it. That's a white. That's what I'm talking about. Rah-rah. We missed a couple of these a little while ago. I don't think I'd have caught that fish on that buckshot with that forage spoon. Downside's just a little bit. Still putting it higher up than my smaller presentation, just to attract those bigger fish. And you guys saw it. He came up, he slammed it. And they're at 11, right? Hugging the bottom tight. And we are starting to get into these fish. And I'm not just flapping my gums for fun of it. We are getting into some good crappies this morning. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. See these? We've got some toads in the pail. That puts us at 9. Which works, because I think I just got a text from Britt. That's probably her wondering what time I'm coming in. And since I've been out here since 5 o'clock, I have no problem pulling the trigger as soon as I put one more pail in the fish. One more fish in the pail. Yeah. This is a crappie. Or a walleye. Maybe a walleye. This might be a walleye again. Oh, there you go. Big old striper. That's funny stuff. That's a white bass, huh guys? Bonus. Rawr, rawr. There's a crappie. Just like that mud, you got a limit. Rah, rah. Here, tucked into the East Bay a little bit. Pulling crappie limits, boys. Madison Lake, south central Minnesota, February 3rd. Almost 40 degrees already, and Mud Lake is making it happen out here. What a morning, you guys. What a morning. And that white bass had my nerves going. I thought I was into a 1.5 pound, maybe 2 pound crappie. I was wrong. Still fun. Eighth ounce Northland forage spoon, chartreuse and white high vis. Ken's famous 32nd ounce moon glow. You saw it this morning, guys. South Central Minnesota crappie. Late ice, February 3rd. Unreal. See if we can't get any more. The hot light was about 5:30 to 6. Then it shut down kind of for an hour. Picked up a few here and there, 1 or 2 here and there. And then it picked right back up at 8 till about, I don't know, 8:30, real hard. And we ended up getting our limit. What a great day. I got something messing with me here. Caught that big striper. I mean, what an awesome day. February 3rd, 2024. Weird season. Not much for ice. It's kind of falling apart fast. Been warm in 50s and high 40s consistently. And yeah, I'm just glad that I could make it happen today, guys. This has been awesome. If you're still here and you like what you see, drop a like, maybe subscribe if you're feeling up to it. What a day. I'm Ed D from Mud Lake Outdoors. Tight lines and good times. We'll check in back at the house. We are back at the house. There's that white crappie we got. Use some of these. What an awesome, awesome morning. South central Minnesota. Late ice, if you will. Madison Lake. We are out there from the 12 to 15 foot range. We scouted around. Found out 14 foot was the best today. I had a million different holes to work with, which was awesome because everybody was out hitting it hard yesterday afternoon. So I had options to choose from. I started off a little shallow in 12 foot, wasn't marking a whole lot, moved around. After about 10 holes, I found one hole where there was 2 hugging tight to the bottom and 2 suspended. So that's where I decided to set up. And we got into them. There's a 10.5. This white crappie, 10 3/4. 11 incher. Couple of 10s, couple of 9s, and a couple of 8s in there. But what an awesome, awesome morning here. Early February, weird winter, but I will take it, and it is rar time, Mud Lake. That is what I am talking about. Settle down there, big guy. That is what we're talking about. Thanks for coming along with me. If you're still here and you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. Until next time, I am Ed D from Mud Lake Outdoors. Tight lines and good times, guys. Yes.